Cousin John, now shortened Brent's Making New to be TCJ, also known as WhatThatMeowthDo on Twitch and YouTube. And speaking of and YouTube, today we're going to try something way different. So if you're watching on the Twitch here and you're saying things and I'm missing it, I apologize. It's because I'm mostly doing this to record. So, a couple things before we do something new today. Still remodeling this room to be a little bit of a stream slash YouTube office, so ignore any messes and floating heads for now. 2, my editing skills are non-existent, but will hopefully develop in time. Deal with it for now. And most importantly of all, number 3, I don't have a plan right now. I have a fifth of a plan right now. So, we're just going to do this live, and if you have any suggestions of how I can move on with this new thing in the future, tell me below. Tell me on Twitch, tell me on Twitter. Whatever you gotta do, because this is a new hobby that I'm just starting right now in front of you, and will hopefully continue right here in front of you. So, let's get started. So, as you all know, if you listen to our podcast, the Bitter Mana podcast, we discuss the outbreak, for a lack of a better word, of the Pokemon craze and Pokemon cards and how exciting that is. And like all this talk about Pokemon cards and listening to Lamar talk about his hauls and everything got me itching to collect. But I don't want to do Pokemon cards. Despite the name WhatThatMeowthDo, I don't want to do Pokemon cards. So I thought, what's something a little less in the public eye, something I can get into maybe a little bit easier, because it'll be I don't have to fight people on Black Fridays for. And if you know me, you know I decided on hockey. So we're going to do hockey cards. So, I did what any normal human being would do, and I went to Twitter expecting good advice, and got none. So I went to Reddit expecting good advice, got sarcasm. And then I went to Discord looking for advice, got a tiny bit. A little bit more sarcasm. But the sarcastic advice I got that seems to maybe translate into good advice: how do I get into collecting NHL cards? Buy cards. So, I went to a local store in my mall where I work, Newberry Comics, and I checked out the card section. Obviously, you probably know, Pokemon cards, nowhere to be seen, signs with limits everywhere. But what was there was 5 whole packs. 5 whole packs of NHL cards. So, we have 5 packs, 2 from last season, whoops, and 3 from this season. So we're gonna start very casually with 5 packs, the only 5 packs that existed in the only store I went to. Before I start, my friend Zanea, with the subscription, that is an awful use of your money. You could have bought like 2/3 of this pack of cards with that same money. So keep that in mind next month if you wanna follow me in the useless hobby footsteps. But thank you. You know I appreciate you always. I didn't think too heavily in how I'm gonna store this collection, but then I remembered I got my hands on this fancy PlayStation binder. So we're gonna use this fancy PlayStation binder. And what good would this binder be without sleeves? So, we're doing this live. What's that? You've been sipping too much Support My Friends juice? I feel that. I try to drink that juice too, but I might have to try yours. Yours seems to be a little stronger. How you been? We're gonna talk to chat for a couple minutes while I put these sleeves in the PlayStation binder, which definitely could have happened off air. But we're doing this live. You were warned at the beginning, there is no plan. And part of there being no plan is you watch me put the sleeves in the binder. So pretty. So pretty. The binder, thank you. The binder slaps. Yeah, I agree. So part of figuring this out live. Oh yeah, happy Easter. I guess that's our official timestamp of when I'm doing this. Today's Easter, 2021. So if you believe in Easter, congratulations and enjoy it. And if you don't believe in Easter, enjoy pretending you do for your kids. We're gonna start with one of the old packs, right? Because that would make sense. We'll start with the old ones. So, Upper Deck Series 2, 1920 season, Pack 1. You like that sound? Does that sound great to the ears? Does it have you revving up to open a Pokemon pack instead, like a normal person would do? So a fun thing about this is when I get a hold of people I don't really follow so well yet, because I only really follow my teams. But part of maybe seeing some new people, part of seeing these new people in these cars is the fun of, am I going to pronounce their names right? So that'll be fun. You don't miss spending money on Pokemon cards, yeah, same. Especially now. See people gouging up the prices. Turn the gain up. Alright, we'll turn the gain up. It'll be a little awkward for the people watching the video later, but the gain's up. My co-host coming in with the good advice for episode 0, which has no plan. So the first person here is a name I actually recognize, so that's fun. We're 1 for 1 with recognizing the players and the pronunciation. It can only go down from here. I'm actually pretty happy about this one because I like this guy a lot. Carey Price. Carey Price. So we're in Boston country, even though I'm not a Boston fan. So maybe Carey Price isn't exactly what they want to see. But I like Carey Price. He's a great guy. There was that video of him with the kid who lost his mom that went viral. Super good guy. Proud to be the first card in the binder on the channel. Carey Price. Speaking of Boston country, we got a Boston Bruin. So that can go in the trash. But no, we'll put it in the binder. I might be saying this name wrong. David Backes? Backs? A lot of these players aren't from here. I'm gonna mispronounce a lot of names, so whether you're watching live or watching later, you're gonna have to learn to live with that. We got David Backs. Hey, 3 for 3 for people I recognize. What are the odds? I actually remember him from his Columbus days, not his Florida days, but a nice Panthers card for Sergei Bobrovsky. I always manage to pronounce that one right, because it sounds like a name you'd hear on South Park. So, Sergei Bobrovsky, 3 for 3 for knowing who we got. Alright, here's someone I'm not too familiar with. It's a Blackhawk. Who knows how long that name will exist, now that all the sports teams are changing their names. But, this seems pretty easy to pronounce. Calvin DeHaan. Or Han? There's 2 A's, that's Han. Calvin DeHaan. So it's pretty sick. So far, Carey Price is my favorite card in here. So this card feels a little different, so it must be special, because they made it feel like old cardboard, like the kind you'd put in like your bike and make it sound cool. But it says here marquee rookies, so maybe this is one we should look up later and tack it on the end of the video if I put it on YouTube, which is the plan. But we got a rookie here. Jacob Lilia. I'm gonna say that J is a Y because it sounds like a foreign thing to do. Sorry if that was a little insensitive, but I've warned you 1,000 times. Pronunciation will hurt on this channel. But yeah, we got a cool rookie card here for a Columbus Blue Jacket. No Washington Capitals yet, but that's part of being me and collecting something, is struggling to get the stuff you know and care about. We got another Canadian for all my Boston Bruin brothers and sisters. Paul Byron. We got a Kings player, Alex Iafallo, I really can't tell if that's an I or an L. They probably could have done that better. I'm going to say it's an I. Alex Iafallo, Los Angeles Kings. And the worst team in the NHL, the Buffalo Sabres, Carter Hutton. The goalie Carter Hutton. And we're back to Carey Price. So we either got 2 Carey Prices or I went through every card in this pack. But we're moving on to the next pack. So far, personally, the favorite card here is Carey Price. Just for a player I care about personally. But I have a feeling so far, without research yet, the best card here is the fancy looking rookie card. But we're gonna move on. We're gonna hope we get a Washington Capital in this pack, and we don't spend stream/episode 0 getting absolutely no players I care about, other than Carey Price. Does that sound rev the engines again? There's no Charizards in here, unfortunately. Mike, if you're still here, my co-host, did you see the binder? Oh, it sounds so good. I know. That must sound great. The binder. I guess I could put the cards in the binder right now, but that seems like boring television. Like putting the pages in the binder in the in the video. But yeah, this was decided like spur of the moment. I went to Newbury Comics on my way to work yesterday, and here we are. Opening some NHL cards. And the quality of how I do this and the editing will get better over time if I decide I like doing this. So, second pack of the old season, last season. Zach Parise, Minnesota Wild. Gonna keep going, don't care too much about that. Naturally, before I start getting any of my favorite players, I start getting players I hate the most. And if you know me, you already know it's obviously a Penguin. And it's one of my least favorite Penguins ever. But I guess in terms of cool cards to have, he is pretty good. Evgeny Malkin. So, sick. Trash. No, Evgeny Malkin go in the binder. My hatred does spawn from his goodness. God, what a name on this guy. J. Baumeister. Baumeister? What a name. It would be a better name if I could pronounce it. But, some St. Louis Blues, still no Capitals, but one of my favorite former Capitals actually. But not in a Capitals uniform on this card. Brett Connolly, when the Capitals won the Stanley Cup, part of what happened along the way was he tried extra hard to get like a puck to a little girl in the stands, and like dads kept taking him and giving him to the boys, and he got all mad. He was banging on the glass, and he got it to the girl, and then like the family reached out to him, and he brought them to games and stuff, and like it all went viral, and like super good guy because of it. I think that's what spurred the luck to the cup because I'm a superstitious sports fan like that. But definitely one of my favorite former Capitals, even if not a Capital yet. Brett Connolly. Look up Puck Girl from the Stanley Cup run of the Washington Capitals, and Brett Connolly's story will come up with that family. Super cool. I don't know if she followed him to Florida, if she's still one of our fans, but Brett Connolly. All right, we got another one of those like cardboard feely rookie cards, which makes me think that maybe these are just gonna pop up in every pack because I'm new to this and I would know better. But yeah, I think we have a fan of this team here. If you're still here, the Ottawa Senators, Scott Sabourin, not a rookie right now because again this is last year's set, but Scott Sabourin, pretty cool. I like these. I like the old feel. I'm gonna put it in my bike later and make some sick noises. I don't know, some Flyers players. Travis Konechny. I think it's Konechny. I think he scored on us recently. I went, what kind of name is Konechny? Travis Konechny. Colorado Avalanche is a team I kind of like a little bit, just because a lot of Capitals players seem to go there when they're done with us. But this isn't one of those. It's the defenseman Eric Johnson. Eric Johnson. That's a name I can pronounce. If more players could have names like Eric Johnson, that'd be ideal. But you do you. Parents, name your kids whatever you want. And we're back to Zach, which means we're moving on after this card. Another name I recognize, actually. Claude Giroux, Flyers. Another Flyers player. Claude Giroux, that's pretty cool. He can go in the trash with getting Malkin. Nah, everyone goes in the binder. Not right now, because I learned my lesson from putting the pages in the binder in front of you. That's kind of weird and boring. We're not gonna put the cards in the binder in front of you guys. Weird. All right, here we go for the Pokemon collectors. Okay, but we're on to this season, so that's cool. They only had 5 packs. I bought all 5. 2 of them were last year, but we're on the 3 from this year. And like I said, the best and worst advice I got on Twitter, Reddit, and Discord were to start collecting cards, buy cards. So I bought all 5 of the cards. So this year, we're starting with this year. Oh, this one's tough to open. Let me try from the other end. Which is questionable advice in other situations. Oh, this one's a tough one. We got it. Good thing the packs are worth nothing, because I definitely just destroyed it. I mean, depending on what's in the packs, the cards are worth nothing too, probably, but we'll do the research later. And if I realize anything was a score, we'll tack it on the end for the video. Ooh, these are nice little silver lining to these. These new ones for this year. We got a Rangers player, Brendan Smith. Again, a name that's pronounceable, which is appreciated here. Brendan Smith from the Rangers. We got I know this name, Anthony Cirelli of the Tampa Bay Lightning, which is a great team. Most recent Stanley Cup winners, but ESPN doesn't know that because LeBron doesn't play for them. So we got Anthony Cirelli, or Tom Brady. That's another guy they like. All right, 2 for 2 with people I recognize. Again, the poor Buffalo Sabres. Worst team in the NHL right now. Victor Olofsson. I recognize it. Pronunciation not amazing. Victor Olofsson. We're gonna roll with for the official wrong pronunciation here on the channel. Victor. All right, we got another one of these like old cool cardboard feely rookie cards. Philip Kurashev. I'm gonna go with Kurashev. Final answer, Kurashev. Chicago Blackhawks. I like these old school looking like rookies. Cool, pretty cool. If they all look this way, I'd like them all better, but that's fine. This will be a battle. Pronunciation of this name will be a battle. First and last name will be a battle. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi? Here. Anyone have any ideas on this one? I'm an embarrassment to hockey fans. Oh, let me move that over so you can see it. Jesperi Kotkaniemi. Final answer. Player I recognize. Still no Capitals players. But the brother of a freshly re-signed Capitals player. We got James Van Riemsdyk. James Van Riemsdyk. I'm holding it this way for the name, but I should be holding it this way for the picture. James Van Riemsdyk. Pretty sick. I like this one. This one's going in the binder. They're all going in the binder, but when I like one, I'm gonna say it like the rest are going in the trash. James Van Riemsdyk. Now that's good content. What, the pack sound? I feel like that's the best content so far. But we're doing this live. We have no plan. Rasmus Anderson, Calgary Flames. Jarome Iginla is an old Flame. He's one of my favorite players all time. but don't know much about the Flames right now. Here's a name. Here's a name that can be pronounced with confidence. Oilers, Mike Smith. Mike Smith. The names are good content? Yeah. Maybe that'll be what this channel actually becomes. Is instead of opening the cards, we'll just have someone hand me a list of professional sports names, and I have to pronounce them as best I can, and then I learn how bad I was after the fact. I think that would be good content, actually. And then, like, and this guy calls himself a sports fan. I do. Hockey, which is why we're opening hockey cards, because the Pokemon craze started an itch that I just did not want to scratch with Pokemon. So, we got back-to-back pronounceable names because they are back-to-back Smiths. Brendan Smith of the New York Rangers. The Rangers, I don't think are very good this season, but they keep kicking my team's ass. So he goes in the trash and not the binder, which is a lie. They're all going in the binder. But Brendan Smith, New York Rangers, and we're back to Anthony Cirelli, which means either I got two Anthony Cirellis or we're moving on to another pack. So, on the pile to be put in the binder later. Here's the sound. For all you Pokemon fanatics out there. And I know what everyone's thinking. Why not Pokemon? Your channel name is literally WhatThatMeowthDo. And I'll tell you why. It's because I'm broke. And it's because I've watched this stupidity happen in front of my eyes at work. Can't do it. So, we're going to go to one of my other passions. Hockey. Naturally. This card, there we go. This pack's a little rough. A little rough to the touch, but we got it. Yeah, so if I decide to keep doing this, it's going to be real interesting, considering I bought the only 5 packs this store had, so we're going to have to do some digging. But, having fun so far. More fun than Andreas Athanasio is, and I say that because I probably just butchered his name to all hell. But Andreas Athanasiou is the first card of Pack 2 of current year of hockey. We're doing hockey here on this channel. Next we have Minnesota Wild, Jordan Greenway. Pretty confident in that name, Jordan Greenway. We got, after that, another Islander, Adam Pelech. I'm going with Pelech. I'm going with that CH, getting a nice K sound. Adam Pelech. Oh, no! Oh, no! Alright, this whole pack's going in the trash. Hobby over. I hate it. Still, before I find a capital, I find a second penguin. And probably one of the only 2 penguins worse than Evgeny Malkin. I think anyone who pays attention to me in hockey knows who it is. It's Sidney Crosby. And, like, he's in a suit. He's in an effing suit. A suit. And, like, he's, like, posing in the weirdest way. Like, what's his hand doing? Like, what is his hand doing? Awful. This one might actually go in the trash. Oh, God, I hate him. Sidney Crosby. Ugh. But, hey, of course, after Sidney Crosby, we do finally get a capital. Someone who's been pretty injury-prone lately. I'm not even sure he's played yet this season. And if he did, it was brief. Michael Kempney, actually a player I like a lot. He was on the Cup team and everything. Big fan of his, but again, not having so great of a season. I don't even think he played. If he did, barely. Michael Kempney. So that's sick. We finally have a capital. It's Michael Kempney. So when I give an unfair question on the podcast about who was the first capital I pulled on the YouTube channel to win a prize, you guys who watched this video know that the answer is Michael Kemney. So, after our first capital in 4 packs, we finally have a Maple Leafs player who has a name that is going to break the streak of correct pronunciations. Ilya Mikheyev? I'm going to go with Mikheyev. That might be right. Mikheyev. I'm confident in Ilya because we have a couple Ilyas in the capital world. Ilya Mikheyev, right wing, Toronto Maple Leafs. Here's a name I know. From the expansion Vegas Golden Knights, a team I'm familiar with pretty heavily because that is the team we beat in our first cup run not too long ago. We got Max Pacioretty. I know I'm pronouncing it wrong, but I know who he is. I just can't pronounce quality content. This is pretty cool. See, this is a good card. In uniform, on the ice, posing in a way that's meaningful. What was Sidney Crosby doing? I hate him. Alright, moving on. Then we have Jason Spezza of the Toronto Maple Leafs. So, in this pack, the second pack of current year, there were no of those rookie cards, of those like cardboard Philly rookie cards. So that debunks the theory that I'm gonna get one in every pack. So people who came here expecting me to know that, I didn't, but I do now. So that's pack 2 of current year out of 3. We finally get a capital, but we also got Sidney Crosby in an effing suit. Whatever. You know what sucks is this is probably like the quote rare card of the pack too. Sidney Crosby in a suit. So maybe we can pawn it off on some chump for something I like that's worthless. But I don't actually know the value. It might be worth junk like I think it is. But I'm gonna do my research off air because me just going like this for like 20 minutes is probably bad YouTube. So we're gonna open the last pack. This is gonna be short, I guess, but again, this was all done on a whim yesterday, and I'm doing it live right now with no plan. We have the last pack of current year. They only had 5 packs. I bought them all. 1 left for episode 0. And then content and editing and everything else will go up from here if I enjoyed myself. So stay tuned. But you'll still see me do other stuff on this Twitch channel regardless. We do the podcast live on Twitch, and then it goes up. The Bitter Mana podcast, for anyone who doesn't know that. Now that I'm full-time at one of my jobs, I'll ironically probably have more time, which means I might start streaming again, so keep your eye on both Twitch TV, WhatThatMeowthDo, and YouTube, WhatThatMeowthDo. And again, you'd think there'd be more, but there's absolutely 0 Pokemon content in either of those places. But we talk Pokemon on the podcast, so. Alright, last pack. Let's see if there's anything good in here. Last pack is a name I do not think I can pronounce. Matthias Ekholm? I know his name's Ekholm. It's the first name I'm not confident on. Matthias Ekholm. I actually think this is a player that's available at the trade deadline, and if it is, I would love to have him. But I could be wrong on that. I'm probably wrong on that. So I'm not an NHL beat reporter anyway, so don't take that as fact. And by the time this makes its rounds to YouTube, if I actually put it on YouTube, which is the plan, so if you're watching on YouTube, obviously I did it. The trade deadline might be dead and gone, like that Justin Timberlake song. So don't take any of that to heart. But after that, we got a nice pronounceable name from the Columbus Blue Jackets, Seth Jones. Seth Jones, that's an easy name. I like it. I dig it. Seth Jones. This is a great hockey name. I actually think he had a point against us in our game against him recently. Our being the Capitals, because obviously I play for the Capitals from my couch at home. But what a great hockey name, and I remember saying so at the time. New Jersey Devils Jesper Bratt. That is a hockey name. That is a effing hockey name. Jesper Bratt. That's cool. That's a cool one to have. Red Wings. Pretty confident in this pronunciation. He's got some locks. This guy's got some locks. We have Tyler Bertuzzi. Tyler Bertuzzi, left wing, Red Wing. Tyler Bertuzzi. Cool. We finally made our way back into the cool feeling rookie cards. It's a name I think I can pronounce pretty confidently. It is a goalie for the New Jersey Devils. So we got back-to-back Devils. Oh no, we don't. I'm sorry. We had the left wing, Red Wing in between. But we do have a rookie card here for goalie Giles Sen. That's 2 L's, so it might be Gillies, but Giles Sen. So that's our next shot into the. Hopefully that's a good one. Rookie goalie Giles Sen. After that we have Jack Roslovic of the Jets. I think this is the first Jet player in the binder, so that's cool. We got Jack Roslovic. Pretty confident in that pronunciation. Jack Roslovic. That's a good pose, too. In uniform. Logical pose. F.U. Sidney Crosby. That's the official stance on this page. F.U. Sidney Crosby. So any Penguins fans who watch me, we can still be friends. I'll still be good to you. We can still talk hockey. But just know my official stance is F.U. Sidney Crosby. But we're still good. We're still friends. So don't worry about that. We'll be civil. Because I'm sure you guys would say right back to me, F.U. Tom Wilson. And I'd say, how dare you talk to my dog that way. But moving on. Because I think I got a quick peek of something I'm really happy about. But before I get to what I might be really happy about, I'm going to put it face down just in case. We got Vancouver Canuck Alexander Edler. With a name like that, I'm sure that mistake probably gets passed around, actually. Alexander Edler. I kind of like the Canucks, because I got a friend who's a Canucks fan, and again, a lot of Capitals players seem to go there afterward for some reason. So we got Alexander Edler from Sweden. And speaking of Sweden, I did see what I thought I saw. I'm actually really pumped right now. I'm actually very happy right now. If you know me and you know my wife as a hockey fan, you know that the reason I'm a Capitals fan is because I never cared too much about hockey. And then I fell in love with a player named Alex Ovechkin, and it's been love ever since with both him, the Capitals, and hockey as a whole. And this is not Alex Ovechkin, because that'd be too good, but it's probably the next best thing it could be, and it is, in fact, greatness who will always be overshadowed by all-time greatness in Washington, Nicklas Backstrom. So that's really sick. I'm actually really cool. I'm actually really happy that the last card and day one of a new hobby and the new thing to do on stream and YouTube is one of my favorite players of all time. This is cool. This is really cool. Nicklas Backstrom. Man, that's so cool. So, I mean, in uniform, on the ice. So, definitely better. Definitely better than the suited, weird hand in the pants. Not really in the pants, Sidney Crosby, but dude, this is cool. In fact, it's so cool. I'm gonna go back on what I said, and we're gonna put a card in binder on stream. First one. The first card to go in the binder. And it'll actually be done on stream, on channel. One of my favorite players of all time. There's probably more expensive pulls in this lot, but my favorite pull, Nicklas Backstrom, followed by Michael Kempney. And honestly, probably Carey Price and Brett Connolly would be my other favorite pulls from this these 5 packs of cards. I gotta do some research on how expensive that, I'm sure it's not very, that Crosby card is. Some of these rookie cards are. I do like these different looking rookie cards and how there was some effort put there to make them look special. But yeah, we'll probably put those in right after Backstrom in the binder to be found easier. But yeah, this is how we start. We start the run in this collection, and this channel, and on this YouTube channel. If I put it on there, and if you're watching this, then obviously I put it on there. But here's the pride and joy so far of the collection: the binder, the PlayStation binder, the pride and joy. But no, Nicklas Backstrom, sick, absolutely sick. I'm so happy. What I could do, if I was gonna edit this goodly and not poorly, is I could put all the cards in right now and then just like speed it up for the video. But I haven't ordered video editing yet, so that's not gonna happen. So thank you for checking this out. Like I said, I'm gonna work on making this a cooler space. I'm gonna work on video editing and stuff, and maybe make these cooler videos and just like, hey, cool, I pronounced this wrong. But I personally had a lot of fun pronouncing these wrong in front of a camera. So I think I'll probably keep doing this. I will have to find somewhere else to buy more cards, though. Because like I said, I did buy the only 5 packs the store I went to had. So we'll work on that from there. I am interested in maybe finding some older stuff, older than last year, to do. That would be cool to find like a box of packs from like an older season and just go through the whole box live on my Twitch channel and then put it up on YouTube. In a more exciting way than opening 5 packs, but that was kind of exciting because it's the first. And first means it can only get worse or better from here, and we're going for better. We're going for better. So if there's any like sets from specific years that you think would be cool to see on Twitch and YouTube, hit me up on Twitter at BMPHostTCJ, which is kind of a mouthful, but it's the shortest way to put in my Twitter handle that I am the Bitter Mana podcast co-host TCJ, formerly known as the Cousin John, also known as WhatThatMeowthDo. So hit me up there. Hit me up in the Bitter Mana podcast Discord, and let me know if there's any other sports you want to see. Well, I'll probably only do hockey, but if there's any specific hockey cards that or I guess not any specific cards, because like you can't say you should get a Gretzky rookie card and then I can just go on and pay for one. But if there's any like box sets of like Upper Deck 1994 or something that you want me to try to get a hold of and do here on stream and YouTube, then hit me up there. Let me know. Obviously, you can catch our podcast every week, the Bitter Mana Podcast. I'm going to try to stream more our Twitch TV, WhatThatMeowthDo. But today was about hockey. Today was about the first day of collecting. Today was about the episode 0 of YouTube. So, thanks for stopping by on Twitch. Thanks to my chatters, my co-host Lamara, my friend Zanea with the sub. What a poor choice of money use that was. But but thank you. I appreciate you as always. I appreciate any likes and subscribes here on the YouTube. Come hang out whenever you want. And stay out of the penalty box. Thanks for coming by.